sick of this Kelsey Mitchell shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm sick of it. The girl didn't score a single point in the second half, and all she do is jack up shots. I've seen more than enough. Passing the ball to Caitlin Clark, not passing the ball to no damn body. She wouldn't even throw the ball to her own shadow because she's so scared of it leaving her hands. She thinks she's going to go into cardiac arrest if the ball leaves her hand and it's not her shooting. We gotta but somebody gotta go. Either Kelsey Mitchell and Stephanie White need to go, or Caitlin Clark.
What happens when a player is so confident he'll be the #1 overall pick that he refuses to work out for any team except the one holding the top selection? The twist is that many scouts don't even consider him the best prospect in the class. And that's just one of the fascinating storylines surrounding the 2026 NBA draft. Unlike the 2023 draft with Victor Wembanyama or the 2025 draft with Cooper Flagg, where there was a clear consensus #1 prospect, this year's class has no obvious superstar separating himself from the field. Instead, there are 4 different players who each have a legitimate case to be selected first overall, making this one of the deepest, most unpredictable, and most hotly debated draft classes in recent memory. With draft night now less than a week away, here's everything you need to know before the 2026 NBA draft.
I'm really beginning to wonder if the Indiana Fever as a whole, the organization, even likes Caitlin Clark. So right after the game, what did they post? They post Kelsey Mitchell. I just don't understand this organization. Like, do you not get it? People do not go to the games to see Kelsey Mitchell. They came to watch Caitlin Clark, the one who dropped the same amount of points and 7 assists. But you want to post Kelsey Mitchell. I'm really beginning to think that the Indiana Fever don't really like Caitlin Clark. I think
there are 4 teams to watch closely in this draft. The Wizards, who could be one player away from finally turning their rebuild around. The Jazz, who are back in the lottery and quietly building a promising young roster. The Grizzlies, who have gone from rising contender to a team searching for a new direction. And the Bulls, a franchise still chasing the superstar they've been looking for since the Michael Jordan era. And that's before we even get to picks 5 through 10, where mock drafts are all over the place. The biggest decision belongs to Washington at #1. After overhauling their front office and reshaping the roster with additions like Anthony Davis and Trae Young, the Wizards now have a chance to land the centerpiece of their rebuild. The challenge is figuring out who that player should be. Unlike drafts headlined by obvious franchise-changing talents like Victor Wembanyama or Cooper Flagg, the 2026 class offers multiple prospects with legitimate claims to the top spot. One of the leading candidates is BYU freshman A.J. Dibansa, a 6'9" wing who led the Big 12 in scoring with 25.5 points per game, while also averaging 6.8 rebounds and 3.7 assists. With a 7-foot wingspan, elite athleticism, and the ability to overpower defenders on his way to the basket, Dibansa has drawn comparisons to Jaylen Brown. However, questions remain about his outside shooting, shot creation versatility, and defensive consistency. Despite those concerns, many still view him as the favorite to go first overall, but the race is far from settled. Kansas star Darren Peterson has emerged as a serious challenger, with many scouts believing he's the most talented offensive player in the entire class. Peterson is reportedly so confident in his standing that he declined workouts with every team except the Wizards, convinced he deserves to be the #1 pick. Whether that confidence is justified remains one of the biggest questions heading into draft night.
Saw a team that is just totally unconnected right now. They are so disconnected. That's the better word I needed to use. They are so disconnected as players and teammates that this is the performance you get. The first 3 quarters, pretty solid job. Third quarter, you erupt. You go up 12, 14 points. And then after that, it's a downfall. Caitlin Clark comes out. She's only out for 6 minutes, guys. She's only out for 6 minutes in the entire game. Some of it is foul trouble, and it's a couple of bullshit ones on Breonna Stewart, the last one, the 5th one. I'm like, all right, guys. I know it's going a lot of hit pieces that's going on around Caitlin Clark right now.
No one seems to believe in Darren Peterson more than Peterson himself. After meeting and working out with the Wizards, he reportedly canceled a scheduled visit with the Jazz and informed them he wouldn't be participating in a pre-draft workout. His reasoning was simple. He believes he's going #1 overall. It's a bold move, but it speaks to the confidence that's made him one of the most intriguing prospects in the draft. At 6'6", Peterson has the size teams want from a modern league guard, but it's his offensive skill set that truly stands out. He combines shot making, ball handling, and advanced pick-and-roll decision-making in a way that's rare for a freshman. Whether he's creating space for his own jumper, attacking the rim, or manipulating defenders in the half-court, he plays with a level of control that has scouts convinced he could become an elite NBA scorer. At Kansas, he averaged 20.2 points per game, while shooting 43.8% from the field and 38.2% from three, building on a dominant high school career at prolific prep. Performances like his 32-point outing against TCU and 28-point NCAA tournament performance only strengthened his case. When evaluators look at his combination of size, shooting touch, scoring instincts, and free throw efficiency, it's easy to understand why many believe he possesses the highest defensive upside in the entire class. He also competes defensively, giving him a higher floor than many offense-first prospects. The comparisons are lofty, ranging from a Damian Lillard-type scorer with superior physical tools to a Devin Booker-style combo guard capable of thriving both on and off the ball. Still, there are concerns. Peterson's lone season at Kansas was disrupted by multiple soft tissue injuries and recurring cramping issues that caused him to miss 11 games, leaving some teams wondering about his long-term durability. That uncertainty has only added to the debate at the top of the draft. The question facing Washington is simple but incredibly important. Do they believe Dibansa or Peterson is the player most capable of becoming the face of a franchise? While that decision will dominate headlines, the intrigue doesn't end there. The Jazz, holding the second pick, are reportedly weighing three different options. League sources indicate Utah is seriously considering Dibansa, Peterson, and Cameron Boozer, having already conducted private workouts with both Dibansa and Boozer. In fact, there's growing belief around the league that Boozer is a legitimate candidate to be selected second overall.
Film proof. Kelsey Mitchell is back the same way she was versus the New York Liberty, not passing the ball to no goddamn body. We got to get into this, man. I'm disgusted with what I'm seeing from Kelsey Mitchell again. She's turning this into the Kelsey Mitchell circus all over again, not passing the ball, dribbling. It's a circus when this girl plays. I am sick of it. Caitlin Clark needs to get far, far away from Kelsey Mitchell. Let's get into it. This is ridiculous. All right. We're going from the beginning. Caitlin Clark's going to get a ball to Kelsey.
While Utah's interest in Cameron Boozer is certainly fueled by basketball reasons, it's impossible to ignore the family connection. His father, Carlos Boozer, spent 6 seasons with the Jazz, earned 2 All-Star selections in Utah, and later worked with the organization in a scouting role. The Boozer family has deep roots in the franchise, giving this potential partnership an added layer of intrigue. But Boozer isn't being considered near the top of the draft because of his last name. He's there because he may be the most analytically impressive prospect in the entire class. During his freshman season, he put together one of the most productive campaigns college basketball has seen in years, averaging 22.5 points and 10.2 rebounds, while shooting 55% from the field, nearly 79% from the free throw line, and an impressive 39% from three-point range. At 6 foot, 10 and 250 pounds, he combines size, skill, and basketball IQ in a way few prospects can match. He excels in nearly every offensive situation, whether it's scoring in the post, stretching the floor, operating in pick-and-pop actions, or making quick reads as a passer. His versatility has drawn comparisons to players like Al Horford and Kevin Love, thanks to his ability to impact the game without dominating the ball. Still, there are concerns. Boozer lacks elite explosiveness and vertical athleticism, which can limit his finishing ability against length and caps his potential as a rim protector on the defensive end. For Utah, the decision isn't just about talent. It's also about roster construction. The Jazz already have Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Walker Kessler in the frontcourt, though Kessler's future has become less certain after reportedly declining a 5-year extension offer. If Utah eventually moves on from him, Boozer could fit seamlessly alongside Jackson, giving the Jazz a versatile offensive centerpiece paired with an elite defensive anchor. Adding another layer to the decision is A.J. Dibansa, who also has strong ties to Utah after starring at BYU and establishing roots in the state. Among Jazz fans, Dibansa may be the most popular prospect in the class, meaning Utah could ultimately find itself choosing between 2 players with significant local connections. Meanwhile, the draft's third pick belongs to Memphis, a team facing major questions of its own. The Grizzlies still have uncertainty